The government has cleared the Northern Regional Cancer Center to start handling patients ahead of official commissioning later in November this year. According to Executive Director of Uganda Center Cancer Institute (UCI), the body in charge of cancer care in the country, Dr. Jackson Orem, the wide range of care for cancer patients shall be given at the center.
Now, he also said that patients can go get any care they need, ranging from cancer screening, diagnosis, investigations, or treatment, follow-up, admissions, emergencies, and everything except radiotherapy. The 30 billion shilling center is based in the Omoro district and has 100 beds with state-of-the-art equipment. We're joined this morning by Senior Public Relations Officer and Spokesperson, Ministry of Health, Uganda, Emmanuel Aine Buyana. Good morning. Thanks for joining us, Emmanuel.
Good morning from Uganda, the part of Africa.
Okay, great to have you. I guess this is something to celebrate, in Uganda, a 100-bed cancer hospital. Maybe we should start by congratulating Uganda on this great feat. Of course, it's a journey to establish the cancer center. It has been a long time coming, since 2017. After, of course, the board of directors of the UCI wrote to Koro sub-county requesting for land. Is there any, complaints so far as to why it took so long to eventually have it completed? And of course, what are the people in that district saying about this?
Yes, it is all joy for the residents in Guru City, where the cancer center is located. And this is part of the government of Uganda plan to ensure that cancer treatment and care is decentralized to the rest of the country. Because the situation currently is that the patients who are seeking treatment have to travel long distances to Uganda Cancer Institute, which is based in Kampala. But government has a plan to ensure that 4 other regional cancer centers are established, one in northern Uganda, which is opening and already working, the one based in Omoro, the one we are talking about now. Another one is to be based in West Nile, that is in Arua City. Another one in southwestern, in western Uganda, in Mbarara City, and also in eastern Uganda, in Mbari City. All these are aimed to ensure that they decongest the Uganda Cancer Institute, which was appointed the East African Center of Excellence in Oncology. We receive patients from as far as Ethiopia, DRC, Kenya, Rwanda, Tanzania, seeking for treatment. So we have had a challenge where you find large numbers of patients waiting at the Uganda Cancer Institute, causing congestion, some seeking some hostel services because they are waiting to see the specialists. As the director said, the center is now already offering services, screening, diagnosis, and also follow-up, checkups, consultations, except radiotherapy. And this is largely because we are still mobilizing resources to ensure that we have also radiotherapy decentralized to enable patients who need that line of treatment to be offered radiotherapy. But the rest, like surgery and also chemotherapy, can now be received at this center that is based in Omoro, next to Guru City.
I wanted to also ask, because I've seen some of the reactions to this, and there's people who doubt that it will be fully functional. It's one thing to set up a cancer center, bring in big equipment, shiny new equipment here and there. But it's another thing to actually have the human and health resources enough to have it fully functional and serve the people of Uganda. So there are these concerns, and I'm sure that they are coming from a good place. So can you tell us a little bit about what must be in place and what that is already in place to ensure that this center is fully functional and would not have any lapses?
Of course, that we acknowledge it's being done in a gradual process. We have started with minimal services as we await a number of specialists who are under training to join, and also ensuring that all the human resources are in place. But now we are using the telemedicine concept where the locally based health workers will be able to consult the specialists who are based at the Uganda Cancer Institute, but virtually, and this will enable them to give quick solutions as a stopgap measure to allow this center operate as we await to ensure that people who have gone for further training in oncology, pediatric oncology, surgical oncology are back to ensure that they occupy these positions, and also to ensure that we have enough resources that will enable, for instance, bringing in radiotherapy equipment like the linear accelerator, as opposed to having it centrally based in Kampala City.
All right, there's a recent survey in the country that shows that majority of the cancer patients are in the central region and mid-north, followed by western and eastern parts. There's also another report in 2022. I believe it was by 9 researchers, and it says that the burden of cancers in Uganda will increase by around 40% in 2030 due to changes in risk factors and population growth. So these researchers at the UCI have warned. How would you say that this current cancer center will be able to cater for these huge numbers? Are there preparations for maybe more? Is there still need to look into the establishment of more cancer centers? And is this something that the Uganda government is open to or preparing for already? 2030 is just around the corner.
Yes, as I said, we are seeing the rise of the cancer burden in Uganda, given the diagnosis and also the screening that is happening. And that's why I said strategically the government of Uganda is establishing 4 regional cancer centers in other 4 cities apart from the capital city in Kampala, where the Uganda Cancer Institute is premised. So this is enabled to ensure that patients do not travel long distances for them to get their diagnosis, to get screening, such that screening is enabled at more closer to the community. Most of most of the cancer patients are poor. They cannot afford to come and spend like a week in Kampala. So this is a deliberate effort by government to ensure that to also increase on diagnosis, because you never know, we are missing many more cancer patients who could have received early treatment when their cancer is in earlier stages. So this is an effort to ensure that we increase cancer screening, cancer awareness as a means of prevention, and also we have adopted another wide range strategies like promotion and prevention, where we ensure that Ugandans participate in physical activity. We have a national day of physical activity here in Uganda as a way of reminding people that they need to change their lifestyles as a way of beating cancer, which is becoming a burden here in Uganda.
That's certainly something to explore. As many people have also been saying that beyond setting up the centers, we need to look into preventive care, having conversations about GMO. There's been several reactions.
Affordability also.
Exactly. I mean, these are conversations that we hope to be able to explore further on the show this morning. Thank you for your time with us this morning. And once again, congratulations to the people of Uganda.
Thank you for having me, and greetings from the part of Africa, Uganda.
All right.